friend of mine told me that, they're doing some crazy shit over here in Berlin.
Friends in concert, a concert by me and my friends. We sing songs, talk about music and ourselves sometimes. Yeah, this is Friends in Concert.
Welcome everybody and welcome to Friends in Concert. I am speaking English today because my guest of today is from America. She is an incredibly talented songwriter, an amazing artist. When you see her on stage with the project French Pirates, you can't stand still, you have to scream and dance. And she's also a filmmaker, so what can she do? I guess we'll ask her now. Here is Kristine! Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here.
To start with this, I'm going to ask you some either or questions.
Either or.
So you have to intuitively say either or.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go. TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Studio or stage?
Stage.
Dog or cat?
Cat.
Get out. Warm or cold?
Warm.
City or nature?
City.
Books or audiobooks?
Books.
Music or podcast?
Music.
Pop or musical?
Pop.
Sing or dance?
Sing.
America or Germany?
America.
New York or Berlin?
Berlin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Welcome.
La la la.
Usually I would give you your coffee now, which is your favorite drink.
Favorite.
But we spent some hours together already and we were drinking a lot of coffee already.
A lot of coffee. La 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 la.
Christine.
Yes, dear.
So, how did you get here?
To Berlin.
Yes.
Well, I've been writing songs for a long time, been doing performing since I was around 7 years old professionally, and was doing that in New York. And basically, a friend of mine told me that they're doing some crazy shit over here in Berlin, and I had just gotten my passport, my Irish passport, through my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
And became a naturalized citizen of the EU. So I hopped on a plane and I came to Berlin, fell in love, and here I am.
And here you want to stay?
Yeah, for sure, for now.
Wow.
Listen, I'm really impressed with Germany these days. Very impressed.
In New York or in New Jersey, you studied film?
I studied film in New York, yeah.
In New York.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you decided to leave film behind for music?
Yeah, I was doing music first, and then I was kind of in this place in my life where I was almost sick of it because I'd been doing it for so long, and I kind of realized a lot of harsh realities about the music industry at a very young age. So I was a bit disheartened. So I started doing film and realized that, hey, all that shit exists in all forms of art. So if I wasn't going to make money, then might as well do music. And now I'm doing film again. So I'm a masochist, so.
Yeah. So when you're doing all of this, so you're a songwriter for other people, you're a songwriter for yourself.
Yes.
You go on stage, you perform, you're making films in terms of also a lot of music videos.
Yeah.
How the hell do you manage to get all of this?
Google Drive. I'm not sponsored by Google, but I'm open to it. Google, call me. Maybe. Yeah, honestly, I'm half joking, but just a very, very tight calendar and, kind of the mentality of taking care of myself and my own shit first, and then people to pay me and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Just prioritizing, basically, the best I can. Sometimes things fall off.
Do you feel, prioritizing is hard then, because you probably concentrate on your artist project much more than other things, but other things often make
more
the
money. Yeah. I'm trying to, when I say prioritize myself, food is number one. Sometimes anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really excited about the artist project right now, so the food can wait. Also, if I want to fit into sample sizes, it's fine. It's fine to starve.
Been there.
Yeah.
Done that. I'm still here. My guests so far have been women. And we've talked a lot about the music industry and being a woman in the music industry. How are your experiences? Do you feel like it was better or more progressive even in America, or do you feel like more heard as a woman in the industry in Berlin, in Germany?
It's tough, I would say, because when I was working in the States, I was mostly working as an artist. So in general, I think as a female artist, when you're being thrown into situations, sessions, and otherwise, you're sometimes seen more as an object than a contributing person and business partner. So I really got my sea legs, I would say, in the music industry in Berlin. And I will say, you know, I do appreciate how progressive my friends are here, men and women. And progressive meaning, like, you know, believe that, like, I have a right to speak, which I guess isn't really that progressive. As far as which is more or less progressive, it's hard to say, honestly, because I have experienced injustices in both places. In the music industry specifically, I'm pretty sure, you know, that the experience is somewhat universal, unfortunately. So while I do feel that my agency in Berlin has been more effective, I'm not necessarily sure that's because of Berlin or just because I'm working at a higher level than I was in the States.
Yeah. I feel like, well, I can only tell from experience in Berlin here, or also in Munich, but I feel like the further I've come in my career, the more serious I'm being taken.
Of course, yeah.
Because in the start of my career especially, or when I started, people would talk over me in like third person while I was being in the room, and they would decide for me, and I had no rights basically to decide. The more I'm learning and the more I am establishing my career, the more I feel like I also get taken seriously.
Yeah, speak up, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have to demand that, right,
Yeah.
for ourselves, because something that I learn more and more every day, not just as a woman but as any artist in general, is that no one is going to tell you what you're worth. You have to decide that, and then other people can kind of follow suit. But if you don't state that, then you will get less respect than you deserve. You have to kind of, you know, declare yourself in a way. And I think as young women starting out in the music industry, it's really difficult to do that because we're so socialized at accepting and being grateful for whatever is given to us, and not really realizing that every single person that's telling us what to do wouldn't be there without.
Because you always be like, oh yeah, I have to be grateful because without them I wouldn't be anywhere.
But they also have to be grateful.
Exactly, because you're bringing the art.
Yes.
That's very good. I think also, speaking up about it, and even if men especially don't know the experience we're making because they're not aware of it, I think it's super important that we do speak about it and speak up, so we are socializing our environment.
And also tell them when they're doing something wrong, because I think a lot of men don't realize it, you know. And if they fight you on it, then you know who they are, and then you can make the decision of if you want to work with them or not, and in what capacity. But I do think it's important that we call each other out.
In terms of major labels, indie labels, to come to a different part of the music industry, in terms of major labels, indie labels, self-releasing, big corporate deals, publishers, Spotify and the streaming, do you feel like the modern structures that we are in right now are better for the arts and for our music? Or do you feel like, back in the day it was easier or was better because you would be better paid in terms of selling CDs and stuff?
Yeah, I'm not sure because, you know, it does seem like the industry was making a lot of money back then. But as far as like what the artists got and if the deals were better, I can't speak to that. But I did watch the Backstreet Boys was it the Backstreet Boys documentary? Or, I mean, they got screwed. Like, so many people at that time were getting screwed, even though the music industry was making more money. And what I think is cool about the modern industry, although we have a lot of kinks to work out, it does give the artists more agency to release their own music and to be heard by a broader audience. You know, with the tools that we have in social media and things like that. Obviously, you know, we're victims of the algorithm, but at least we're not, you know, there's not as much gatekeeping, I think, now as there used to be, which is a positive thing, I think, for independent artists specifically and indie labels.
Because there's not necessarily the money decides, but your art decides whether you have success or not.
Yeah.
If
or how many
like
people
it,
you're willing to send emails to.
But I do agree. I think this, like, the option of self-releasing is amazing, because back in the day when you get dropped by a label, it was hard.
Yeah, you literally get in your van, go on tour, and sell your printed CDs for $10 a pop, and hold on to most of them. Yeah. You know, at least now you can, you know, make a couple pennies from Spotify.
At least a little bit.
Enough. Or you can monetize other aspects of your career rather than just making it about the music that you are releasing. You're able to monetize your social media presence, your, you know, ability to do other things, and you just have more of a network inherently because of the modern age, I think.
Yeah. To come to an end. Yes. We're already at an end. What are your future plans? What are the releases you have planned? Is there any news? Is there any, I mean, live shows are not possible at the moment, but you're concentrating completely on French Pirates now, which is such an amazing, you and your boyfriend and fiancé, Ido, who's an amazing producer as well.
The best.
You're doing, you are French Pirates.
We are.
You should definitely check them out everywhere.
Check some
what are your plans? What is
coming? We are releasing an EP. Mm-hmm. Our goal is to release the first track by the end of this year. We'll see what happens, knock on wood. We need some money, so if anyone has any of that, send it my way. I'll put my information, I'll link it down below or whatever. Thanks for subscribing. But yeah, we're basically, I love this project and it's been very precious to me. Mm-hmm. And that, of course, has been stopping me from releasing it because everything is, when things get so precious and you just can't let go of things unless they're perfect, this for me personally stops me. And I decided to let go and let God and basically put the music out and use my experience and know-how in the film industry and create other creative fields to create really cool visuals and artwork and videos and make it a super fun interactive experience for all of the listeners that come to vibe with us. And that's kind of the goal. I want to create a little French Pirates world where everyone from all different sides of the dance floor, all different kinds of electronic music fans can kind of feel comfortable saying they like French Pirates because it's, you know, it's legit, but it's also like pop bullshit. It's both. So that's my goal.
Hi, this is Editing Marie in the future. I'm terribly sorry at this point. My camera seemed to have stopped working. So there's no visuals anymore for that, but at least we have the audio. So here's a picture of Kristine and me. And you can just listen to the interview or to the talk. I hope you still enjoy it. And yes, see ya.
Yeah, so I hope to have the EP out by next summer. And if there are tours happening, I would love to start playing live again. I miss that a lot. And just in general, like, you know, have enough money in the bank, in the pocket to put out more music and eventually grow old on a beach somewhere with my baby. So that's the plan.
Yeah.
The implementation segment is also what was lacking for my Initiative Music contract. So we'll see if that's good enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited about it.
How did you come up with the name, by the way, French Pirates?
We were honestly super high on my birthday, like 2 years ago, and we were speaking in British accents and talking about how in movies, whenever someone's from anywhere that's not America, like American films, they always have British accents. Mm-hmm. So we were like, we could just tell people we're from anywhere. And then, like, that conversation kind of subsided, and we ended up, I remember this was, like, the day I realized that I was so in love with this man, because we were, like, sitting on a bench, like, wearing all black in the middle of summer with our sunglasses on, drinking a bottle of wine out of the bag, and smoking blunts, like, by the water. And we see all these people on boats, and we were broke, so, like, we couldn't even afford to rent a boat. I was like, oh, they look like they're having so much fun. He was like, come on, like, those are 2 kids, like, let's push them off the boat and steal the boat. And then we'll be like, oh, hello there, we're the French pirates, we're stealing your boat. And it just stuck. I was like, cool, that's our band name, French Pirates. He goes, yeah? And I go, yeah, done. It's always been so difficult for me to find names for projects, so when one presented itself, I fucking copyrighted it, bought the website, and that was done.
Amazing.
So no French ancestry, no pirate ancestry as far as I know. Just stupid.
I mean, Irish.
Stupid name. I mean, yeah, and Ido's actually kind of French. I mean, he's Tunisian, so he does have a French passport because World War II.
We don't talk about this in Germany.
Only in school.
Then I thank you very, very, very much for coming over and spending that much time with me.
I had so much fun, Marie.
Love you so much.
Love you more.
And are we about to kiss right now?
Bye.